Good afternoon for 4 News Now. I'm Rob King. Airing tonight at 4 News Now's Kirstin O'Connor has a special report about wildfire safety and looking at a local wildfire that occurred in 1991. We have a short promotion to play for you, just a little video, a little quick thing about what it is about.
Wildfires can strike even in the heart of our cities and towns. One historic fire in particular changed everything in Washington. The lessons learned and what could be the difference between saving your home or losing everything. Kirstin O'Connor reports tonight on 4 News Now at 6.
And we have Kirstin O'Connor here to talk a little bit about it. Kirstin, why don't you just talk about what your special report's about?
Hey, Rob. Yeah, I'm sitting in the KXLY parking lot right now for reasons that we will explain in just a few minutes. But if you hear any construction vehicles, you know it's coming from the arena. So anyhow, yeah, the special report obviously focuses on Firestorm. That was the kind of intense wildfire a lot of people remember from 1991. I happen to be the daughter-in-law of a retired firefighter from Spokane. So I had a lot of insight into what it was like to fight that fire and wanted to kind of remind people. I know a lot of people in Spokane already know about Firestorm. They've heard about some of the worst fires that we've experienced here, but this is a good time to think back and see what lessons we've learned and what's changed since 1991, what's changed in the decades since. We're also going to be talking about the Valley View fire of 2008 with another retired fire captain. And so it's good to kind of think about history and how we've changed and evolved over time. And also what's to come. You know, meteorologist Matt Gray is talking about a weather alert day today. And of course, meteorologist Chris Crocker is going to be going through it tonight at 6, through the whole night, what we're going to be expecting. Whenever we hear lightning, we think about the potential for fires. So it's definitely the time of year to be prepared. And that's why we wanted to do a demonstration for you, right, Rob?
Yes, we do have a demonstration. We're doing something different. Instead of Kirstin and I just talking for 10 minutes and people coming and going, let's have a fun little demonstration. Kirstin, you have a go bag, or what are you calling it, an evacuation kit ready to roll, and you're going to show us what it looks like.
Right. So anyone who's from the inland Northwest knows that sometimes you're going to hear that your home is under an evacuation order or kind of in a ready, set, go pattern. So you probably remember that from years past during wildfire season. This is the type of kit that you want to have ready in your closet, in your car, in a safe, dry place, so that if you do get one of those evacuation orders, you're already prepared and set, and this would be the best time of year to have that ready to go. So we decided to put it together. Here we go. So this is first just a pamphlet that I got from, firefighters that are in our area who want you to think about defensible space. We talk a lot about defensible space in our reports at KXLY throughout the summer. You talk about the 0 to 5 feet, what you should allow near your home, the intermediate zone, 5 to 30 feet around your home, types of plants, what types of combustible materials. Really, you don't want anything that's combustible near your home. But this is something that we'll be discussing in my special report tonight at 6 o'clock. The go bag itself is filled with lots of goodies.
Oh my goodness.
And I'll start from this side over because this is kind of the most important things, and then we'll head over to the fun side. Water. You want to have a lot more water than just this. That's just kind of a visual for you, but you want to make sure that you have about a gallon or so for each member of your family. Of course, you want to bring any documents that you need in a kind of a wet bag. I have it in this Ziploc bag, just in case. But
maybe something fireproof too.
Well, in this case, this is the type of bag that you would have with you outside of your home.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
not like a fireproof safe.
Not as concerned, right? But just in case you get into a situation where you got some moisture, it's good to have your copies of documents in a Ziploc bag. Then, of course, probably the most important thing for all of us.
Oh, yes, we're familiar.
Yes, and Rob needs an extra one of these. You need one of these extra battery packs as well, Rob.
I have one of those in my backpack. You never want to be caught without it.
Hey, but you got to make sure it's charged up,
Yes.
right? Before you need it. So important to have, your cell phone charger and, of course, an extra backup. Then we have some regular batteries. These are important to have for a flashlight that I think I put in here. Let's see. Here it is. Got to have your flashlight. Never know when you're going to need that. My grandpa always taught me that. Flashlights are very important to have at all times. I did put a thermometer in here because I'm a mom, and so I pretty much put a thermometer with my first aid kit. First aid kits are next in line. We also have some non-perishable foods. I've got, my daughter's favorite fig bars and peaches. But the other thing I thought was interesting in some of these evacuation kits, they talk about having canned food, but you got to make sure you have a can opener or one that you can actually, just kind of flip open like those ones, because otherwise, if you don't have your can opener, what's the point?
Yeah, that's a good call.
I put in, of course, diapers and wipes because I would be bringing my daughter with me, of course. This is something that's fairly new on the list since the pandemic, but since so many of us have an N95 mask, it's great to have that in an evacuation situation, especially for wildfires.
So those masks are helpful for wildfire smoke?
I think they say any mask that you have is good to keep in a kit like this. But specifically the N95s are good to have because so many of us already have them.
Yes, we're all very familiar with the N95 mask.
That's right. Change of clothes, always good to bring with you.
With the nice 4 News Now branding. We love that.
Don't forget your favorite shirt. If you have pets, and I do have a dog, so make sure they have a little bit of food with you, an extra leash, any medicine that they may need. And then, hey, I almost forgot about this until I started going through it, but toilet paper and wipes and a garbage bag. All of those
garbage bags, smart.
Yeah, and several of the different evacuation kits that I've seen, including, I came from Florida, so hurricanes, they talk a lot about bringing that garbage bag so that you can collect anything that you need. And we are big on keeping children busy. So we brought a couple little books and things, anything that you can do with your kids in these types of situations to kind of distract them. And
you take their mind off of what's happening around them, give them a little bit of peace.
That's right. Exactly.
Was there a recommendation on what sort of water bottle to bring? I know some people are concerned about leaving a plastic water bottle too long somewhere. Was there a recommendation?
I think overall, the recommendation is to try to make sure that your go bag, anything that, water, food, medicine is changed annually. So you want to make sure that even if you feel prepared, we did this last year, we did this 2 years ago, update it. Put in new water bottles, put in extra medication because things can expire.
Absolutely. And I think you don't want to be in an emergency with expired medicine or, expired water.
Exactly. So that's just a basic kit. There are a lot of recommendations that you can get. Sorry, we have people coming in. It's the afternoon.
That's okay.
But there are a lot of different recommendations that you can get on the Forest Service website and on Firewise. Those are two resources that I think a lot of Washingtonians know about, and they're great for fire season just to start getting us all prepared. So hopefully it was helpful. It's a little messy. I have to reorganize it.
That's okay. I think people are more concerned about the that they have the things that are important instead of how good it looks.
That's right. We'll work on that.
Well, Kirstin, is there anything else you want to add about your special report? It airs tonight at 6 p.m. It's important this time of year. We just had a string of above average heat in the inland Northwest. And so is there anything else you want to add?
The only other thing that I'll say, and I kind of mentioned it at the beginning, is all of the firefighters have told me it's so imperative people are paying attention to the meteorologists because the meteorologists, ours included, are keeping an eye and sort of have an idea before anyone else does that there's a weather event that could cause wildfires. So we just need to stay vigilant, keep watching and listening to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker every night and our team of weather experts, because they're really going to kind of point us in the right direction as we continue through fire season.
Absolutely. And I think I'm unbiased in saying we have the best weather team around. So be sure to download also the 4 News Now weather app, where you can get all the latest local information that can really help you in an emergency.
And I know, Rob, you're going to be talking with our meteorologists throughout the season.
Yes.
In digital extras. So that's helpful for people as well who just want to gain that extra information throughout the day.
Well, Kirstin, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to watch her special report tonight, and I will talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you. Don't forget, Kirstin's special report airs tonight at 6 p.m. on 4 News Now. It'll be up on KXLY.com also following its completion. Be sure to download KXLY Plus on your connected TVs. That's Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Also download the 4 News Now mobile app and turn on notifications where you can get the latest in breaking news. And we are entering fire season, so we will be looking at doing more fire watch coverage coming up. And we have normal shows today, so be sure to tune in for 4 News Now at 5. Thank you, Kirstin, for joining me. But for now, live in studio, I'm Rob King for KXLY Plus.